come back to those later. Alright, in the meantime, how about I read some Homestuck? How does that sound to y'all? Because I think it sounds like a fabulous idea. Alright, I'm trying to remember what happened last time, because it's been a couple of weeks. I have to apologize, guys. I've had stuff going on, like with summer, like I'm doing more traveling, and I have friends visiting and stuff. So we've only had like a couple Homestuck streams in like the last month. But I think looking ahead at what's coming up for the rest of summer, I think I only have like a couple other weekends where I'm not gonna do Homestuck. One of those weekends is going to be the Saturday at the end of the month, June 30th. That's when I'm going to be on vacation with my girlfriend. And then possibly in August, I might be going out of town then as well. But outside of those 2 weekends, we should be able to keep up with Homestuck pretty consistently for the rest of summer. Alright, cool. So last time, we saw a little bit more of Roxy and Dirk. Roxy, like there was some stuff going on with like Roxy, like I think ending up in a dream bubble and seeing Rose, something like that. Other things happened, etc. Homestuck, yay Homestuck. Oh Savis, that is adorable. Alright, anyway, so we have picked both of these characters. For those keeping score at home, we are on page 4516. Alright, okay, I already picked both of these characters. Let's carry on. Alright, we're back to Jane now. After an insane, full-blown whirlwind of free will up in here, you are ready to get off this roller coaster ride of absolute empowerment. You are feeling downright dizzy from the absurd amounts of decisive auto-volition heaped upon you, and you are more than ready to proceed linearly for a while. You are now Jane. A robot shaped like a bunny has just handed you the reins to a computer shaped like a man. What will you do? Let's pester shades. Oh wait, did I do Dirk's route? No, I did not do Dirk's route. My bad. I have not done Dirk's route yet. Good catch, Kayla. So anyway. Yeah, I forgot we didn't do Dirk yet. So, let's do Dirk's route. So I was wrong. We learned a little bit about Dirk, but we did not actually do his route. Okay. Let's wait for this flash to finish. Okay. Dirk. Okay, we will be Dirk. You are now Dirk. What the hell was going on here again? That's right. You were lodged in the bulbous cleft of Paradox Space's huge foam ass, and we were hoping to trouble you for a bit of context. Something to set our watches to, if you'd be so kind. Perhaps your successive actions will oblige us? JK, young bro. We know you don't give a shit. Go ahead and do whatever feels right. Alright, Dirk, go get your sword. Oh, is that Owen Wilson right there? That looks like an Owen Wilson poster. You retrieve your unbreakable katana, a real hard sword for a real hard dude. It was said to be forged by an ancient otaku master over the heat of a roaring manga fire. It was cooled in an enchanting spring where virgin horses nicker and bathe, and was said could be used only by one whose pointy anime shades were deemed sweet enough, and whose hair existed in a perpetually sculpted state of looking completely fucking awesome. All of those things were said by you. That is fantastic. Alright. You'd like to juggle around a few different allocations in your portfolio besides Bladekind, mostly ironically. You take a certain amount of pride in being able to beat practically anyone's ass down with a puppet, a martial discipline for which there is a startling variety of techniques. Let's see. Fancy Santa-kind is a straight-up shits and giggles specialist, though. Nobody is quite sure how to extract damage from a foe using an extremely elaborate Santa figurine, but if anyone can figure it out, it is probably you. That's right, you specifically. Dirk, give Lil Cal a nervous fist bump. Nervous? That's absurd. There's no reason to be nervous around Cal. Little Cal is the shit. That's right, Little Cal. No reason to be nervous around Little Cal. He's been around as long as you can remember. You were practically raised by that puppet. He was a much better guardian to you than that Hollywood superstar bro of yours ever was. He is such a good listener. You share with him all your most private thoughts and hopes and dreams, and sometimes you snuggle up with him for a nice nap. Anyway, the bottom line is, puppets are awesome. And that's really all there is to say on the matter. Dirk, admire Fancy Santa. What's this robot over here? Oh, is this like Robot Dirk? Oh, that is one fancy Santa. Look at this pompous little asshole. What a god-awful piece of shit this thing is. You aren't even sure why you keep these things around. The miasma of tackiness that surrounds them is almost enough to outstrip their irony value. Almost. Dirk, greet robotic friend. You say, yo, what up to this dude over here, and exchange a unique series of handshakes and fist bumps. His name is Square Wave. You built him to have rap-offs with now and then. He's an enthusiastic rapper and gives it his all whenever you duel, but he's pretty easy to destroy. You've never lost a match against him. You have only built one other rap-op besides him. His name is Sawtooth. You designed him to be unbeatable in a rap-off, and he is. You have never won a match against him. You hope to one day, but you're not going to hold your breath. His flow is just that insane. You keep one of his spare heads over there on your desk, but otherwise you don't see much of him. It's been months since your last encounter. He presumably spends his time traveling the world, annihilating any rapper foolish enough to challenge him. Let's examine our wardrobe. Oh, there's like a My Little Pony thing up there. And I don't know who this is. Wait, is that like Ben Stiller with an afro? Or something else altogether? I don't know. You tell Square Wave to... Oh wait, I think I see Snoop Dogg right there too. Anyway. You tell Square Wave to scoot out... Or maybe that's not. Maybe that's someone else altogether. I might be getting my celebrities all mixed up. I don't know! I'm not cool. Anyway. You tell Square Wave to scoot out of the way so you can get a load of your sweet fashions. Aw, looks like he really wanted to rap with you. Sorry, guy. Maybe another time. This is your wardrobifier. It auto-magically rotates your fashions whenever you feel like. Let's change our shirt. You bust out a tank top, which is the go-to solution for hard dudes who want to show off their guns. It is a very strong look, you think. Dirk, what the hell is that on your arm? Oh my god. Oh, that? That's just your sick ink, featuring a legendary cultural icon of deep personal significance. What is even the big deal? Oh my god. There's a Sweet Bro Hella Jeff tattoo. Oh, really, blank page? I think that's delightful. That would be amazing. Alright, Dirk, examine little posters. Oh, don't worry, I smile. You're totally cool. I appreciate the effort you are making. That is Ben Stiller. R.I.P. Stiller. Poor bastard. Had to go and get all tangled up with your brother's crazy, complicated life. As for the other one, you are a studious pop culture scholar of all eras, a sharp critic of that reflection in the mirror we hold up to our society. You seek truth in the vivid mosaic made of our most shameless obsessions. Your interest in these cartoon ponies is strictly academic, okay? No, seriously. What? Okay, fine, you love this one particular little rainbow horse, unironically. Is that such a crime? She is so spunky. Heart. Alright, Dirk, examine your puppet hat pile. The pile at the foot of your bed consists of hats, a few stray robo-parts, and smuppets. Smuppets are a lovable sort of plush of your own design. You love everything about puppets. You're always thinking about the craft of their production, their operation, cool new designs, and such. If the cosmos didn't have more important plans for you, and if the world weren't so fucked up, you'd make a run at fame and fortune with your own puppet enterprises, just like your bro did with all his weird shit. You also love to keep a bunch of hats around, even though you never wear them. You love hats, because all bros love hats. And that's what you are. A bro. You'd consider wearing one now and then, but they don't really fit the dimensions of your head yet. And anyway, it would be criminal to mess up your perfect hair. Instead, you do the next best thing, which is wearing a picture of one on your shirt. And by the next best thing, you're pretty sure you mean the vastly superior thing. Alright, Dirk, check out the big TV. When you're not using the screen for other purposes, you have set it to rotate through some images by default, like a digital picture frame. The image flips from a totally bitchin' horse puppet sort of thing to a portrait of everyone's favorite comedy duo, Stiller and Wilson. Your bro made so many of these movies, it's hard to keep track of them. The series drifted almost imperceptibly from surrealist slapstick and inexplicable box office dynamite to veiled near subliminal protest pieces designed to expose the corporate tyranny slowly taking control of the world. The statement did not go unnoticed by the Baroness, and soon the conflict between your brother's media empire and Crocker Corp was a matter of public spectacle. Though the press has generally played up the rivalry as an extremely high-stakes display of performance art. And knowing your bro, there is surely at least some truth to this. Oh wow, that's kind of funny. Okay, I smile. Yay, human jukebox. Donald Glover won an Academy Award for his transcendental performance as Jeremy. After his acceptance speech, there was not a single dry eye in the house. His heroic effort on the silver screen was heralded by critics everywhere as a defining moment in cinematic history. Alas, the Batter Witch did not look upon his achievement as kindly. She had him assassinated. No, not Donald Glover! Donald Glover is awesome! Donald Glover wouldn't be assassinated so easily, not in real life. And that one is... Never mind what that one is. You can't stand around all day looking at movie stills and swole bunny men. There's still some other shit in your room to investigate. You switch back to your regular shirt. You weren't feeling the wife beater. The t-shirt says, I still got work to do, while the other one says, watch which trailer's the party at. And Striders don't party till it's good and fucking time to party. He does look just like childish Gambino, Keyblade, like there's such a resemblance there. I think that's astounding. Alright, Dirk, examine red microwave. It isn't a microwave, it's your scendificator! Pretty much the only Crocker tech you can bring yourself to use. It's just too handy not to. You just type the coordinates, pop in the thing you want to scendificate, and hit the button. It'll scendificate that thing in a jiffy, assuming it's temporally allowed and within size restrictions. Obviously, you can only send what you can fit inside there. You had to send Jake your robot piece by piece, barely managing to squeeze that shiny melon head in there. He then dutifully assembled the robot himself. Poor fool, so jovially complicit in his own merciless jungle predation. It's all for the best, though. When you're through with English, he will be a ruthless killing machine. Mark your words. All right, Dirk, let's capture log the Jeremy plush. Oh my gosh, what does he have in his inventory? So he has a grenade, a bat, a cat plush, a Jeremy plush, the weird-looking Santa, clearly a Smuppet, Minute Maid, Faygo, Crush, Fanta, Mountain Dew Livewire, Sunkissed. This one is Slice. I'm not sure what this one is. The second from the right. His shades, a hat, Game Bro, a shoe, and a skateboard. Oh yeah, Dirk does have seagulls instead of crows. That's interesting. Anyway, you snap up the Jeremy plush in your tech hop modus. This modus is often employed in rap battles, but is a bit more elegant and sophisticated than what most hash rap artists traditionally employ, like the more arbitrarily numeric hash maps and hash tables. The cards are arranged in shade columns and groove rows. Everything in the same column has to rhyme. Oh, everything in the same column has to rhyme? Oh, so like Minute Maid, hand grenade, shades, bat, cat, hat, Faygo, Game Bro, plush, crush, Fanta, Santa, Do, shoe. I get it. But slice and... I don't know what the skateboard is. Let's see. Everything in the same column has to rhyme. Everything in the same row has to have thematic similarity. Organizing everything gets complicated, and weaponizing your inventory through rap lyrics takes some serious skill. That is fantastic. I love like the amount of thought that was put into that. For instance, the third groove row got kind of railroaded into becoming an orange soda row, so you've just been rolling with it recently. The fourth row is pegged for stuff associated with cool bros. The second row is all about dolls, puppets, and stuff like that. The Jeremy plush is clearly suitable for that row and rhymes with crush, so that works out. Then you have some other perfectly dope rhymes, like Santa and Fanta. Oh, this is stuff that I just said a moment ago. Fago and Game Bro, Do and Shoe. There's also Smuppet and Oranget, which frankly you think is pretty weak. But hey, the modus allows it, so whatever. Oh, so this is Oranget. Okay. I have not heard of Oranget. Then there are times when you have to be creative with naming stuff to get it to fit. Like calling a skateboard a four-wheel device to get it to rhyme with slice. Okay, that answers that question. Alright, cool. It's just another facet to the craft. Alright, Dirk. Captcha-log Sweet Bro plush. So where is this gonna go? Oh, Fago, Game Bro, Sweet Bro. Gotcha. Might as well complete the plush collection. You grab the Sweet Bro off your bed. It intersects quite conveniently with the plush groove in the Fago shade. Nice one. Alright. Next we're gonna Captcha-log the Hella Jeff plush. So where's Hella Jeff plush gonna go? It can only go like in the second row. So it has to rhyme with like Minute Maid, or with Do, or with Sunkissed, or with Slice. So I wonder how he's gonna get this to fit. Maybe he can't. Last but not least, there's nothing here that rhymes with Hella Jeff. It really isn't worth jumping through a lot of linguistic hoops to pick this thing up right now, so you just forget it. You have to pick your battles, you know? Alright, Dirk, take your sword. Oh god, blank page. No, that has not happened yet. And I shudder to imagine what that might look like. Oh dear god. Alright. You pick up the mighty sword. Easiest thing to do here is ditch the slice, stick the sword in the weapons row, and rhyme it with board. Your bro had a lot of junk like this manufactured over the years. He painted the technology for producing three-dimensional JPEG artifacts to make products shittier than was ever previously imaginable. He made a killing off them. Not because anyone bought this garbage, but because they were so cheap to manufacture, their cost was actually negative, therefore miraculously netting him profit for every unit produced. He made so much money this way, he had enough to finance manned space missions to haul all of the hideous unwanted JPEG shit off the Earth and launch it into the sun. Oh my god. That is fantastic. But years thereafter, every now and then, someone would report a stray, shitty skateboard slowly drifting back into the Earth's atmosphere. People would pray they would burn up on re-entry, but they never would. Oh, man. Oh, look, Squarewave saw you messing around with your Scylla decks and thought you were preparing for a rap battle. He is kind of like an eager pet dog. Oh, so is my boo-boo. Oh, hi, Chair Bear. Tara is just passed out because we went to the dog beach this morning and she went swimming and running around and wrestling with other dogs and just having such a good old time. Hey, Gyro Kaleido! I'm glad you were here with us now. I'm glad you made it, at least. Alright, let's see. Kind of like an eager pet dog, and you made the mistake of picking up his leash, and now he thinks he's going for a walk. Oops, yeah, I've made that mistake before. I'm sorry, girl. Sometimes I've grabbed Tara's leash and she's like, oh boy, we're going for a walk, and we're not. And I feel bad. Where are we? You hate to break his heart, but you just don't have time. Your concentration is divided enough as it is. Alright, Dirk, be your dream self. Well, that was easy. Alright. Among the many ways you tend to multitask is by maintaining an ever-alert dream self. There's a lot to keep an eye on when it comes to the cloak and dagger politics of Dirce, especially these days. Can't let your guard down for a second. Alright. Dirk, examine sleazy Dircite rag. Huh. The Inquiring Carpassian. Oh no, Dream Jade is dead! Oh, and there's shadowy Jack standing over her with a stabbing device. It's the latest issue of the Inquiring Carpassian, touting the recent assassination of Prospect's Maid of Life. Quite the triumph for the Dark Kingdom, and the press has predictably sensationalized the event to please the royalty and whip its readership into a nationalistic lather. In spite of all the ridiculous hyperbole and baseless slander found in the tabloids, one thing is clear. This development means nothing but trouble. If Noir has been empowered to take measures like this, you may have to accelerate your plans. That's right, because this Noir is like preemptively going after all of the heroes before the game even begins. Shit! While you were distracted with the newspaper in Dreamland, Squarewave has ambushed you for a wrap-off. Told you, bro. Can't let your guard down for a second. I like how it's doing like the pixelated like random encounter thing from like Final Fantasy or like JRPGs and stuff like that. All right, wrap off. So what's going on here? Okay, so I click. Yo, Distressel, I couldn't help but check you loading up on your silly dilly. You can't fool me, Holmes. I know what that's about. So I just got one can of surprise noodles left to bust open here, and I know how you love your noodles. Do you want to play a game? Nice Saw reference. Man, no. I already told you, I don't have time to disgrace you with my rhymes today. Sorry, dude. That's so whack! I've been watching you waste nothing but time all looking at your horse pictures and shit. So I'm like, that shit's as whack as I'm a guy made of metal. Sit your ass back down because we got shit to settle. Just park it on my grill, you'll be whistling like a kettle. If rap's a one-wheel device, your foot don't reach the pedal. Word. God damn it. Alright, this is all you get. Wrap off, man, I gotta nap off your sad rap ambush. Shush your ass down while I pap you with plush. I push mad facts on the hapless, shit's practically axiomatic. You don't talk smack with Orange Crush. Damn, dog, why is a robot I gotta be so predictably susceptible to liquid like this? It ain't cool! Oh my gosh, shorted him out with Orange Crush. Oh, man. Heroes, nobles, potato, tomato. Boy, he really crushed him in that wrap off. What have we wandered into on Lumi? What is going on Lumi? Oh, Squiddles. Okay. Anywho. While you were making short work of Squarewave, you once again made the mistake of letting your other self guard down. You are accosted by a Dircite agent with a serious axe to grind. These guys aren't supposed to know you're awake. Looks like your cover's blown unless you act fast. Alright, Dirk, act fast. Oh, good job, Cal. Oh, snap! Holy cow! Well, so long, Hegemonic Brute. Poor Hegemonic Brute. His time in the spotlight has been cut tragically short. You almost feel sorry for the guy. But now you have a problem. You spend the next 10 minutes thinking about it while you stand on his head and stare at the blood on your hands, as the often utilized stock graphic in the bottom corner of the image would indicate. Well, yeah, we've seen this image before. I like how he's just like standing on his head. He's just like standing there on his head. Oh man. Yeah, I kind of really like Dirk's mode as Signatus. It's pretty cool. All right. Okay. Since the Archagent is clearly leading the assassination efforts personally on Prospect, this means the Draconian Dignitary is most likely focused on the Durst Dreamers. He almost certainly ordered the Brute to off you in his sleep. You can only hope the Dignitary or one of his assassins hasn't already gotten to her. Alright, Dirk, exit. Oh, she's still there. We're good. Just as you thought, sleepwalking again. Where the hell does she think she's going? Alright, Dirk, be making self again. This is kind of a redundant thing to do since you're always consciously both your waking and dream self at the same time, but you'll let it slide. You should probably stop dwelling on your Durst problems and try to get this show on the road. Man, how do you deal with, like, being consciously awake in two different places at the same time? Like, this seems like a lot of work to contend with. I feel like I would just be distracted all the time. Alright, Dirk, pester Roxy. Roxy, awake yet? Guess not. Let me know. Whoa! Damn! Hey, Dirk! What a crazy dream! There you are. But I see your dream self hasn't returned. You must be tying one the fuck on tight already. Maybe I am, like a bow of ribbon on a beautiful old pony. Man, how can you be this much drunker than last time we talked? What the hell are you even drinking? Okay, but to be fair, beautiful was an intentional typo for your benefit, because I know you loves the pose. It's a Bayowit? I don't know what that means. So you spy on me in the Durstville again? Yeah. Fucking perv. Like what you see there? I see precisely jack shit and a side of fuck all. That's the point. You got too sauced up and went rogue again. You're out there in your weird drifting stupor, independent of your waking self's awareness. They're gonna go after me again? Get on your horns, gallop me home like Prince Charming back to Swoon King Dong. Oh, gee, blush, blush, blush. No. In thinking it over, it's sort of a relief. Simplifies things somewhat. It's better that you stay out there for a while. There's been a problem. What did you do now? Okay, I fucked up. I kinda made a mess here, and I'm not sure what to do about it yet. No need for you to worry about it for now. I'll figure something out. Until then, I'm just going to prepare for our session while I think it over. What a surprise! Another mystery for you to keep to yourself and overly cerebralize. Snore! Hey, let's talk about something cool instead. Like the dream I had. Okay. First, I had some ordinary boring dreams that I don't remember, but then I dreamed that I woke up from the dream, and things got way bright and surreal, and then I saw someone, and I think it was supposed to be my daughter. Why do you think that? You know those dreams where you just know someone's supposed to be someone? No. Okay, well, regular people have those. I'm pretty sure all the time. Are you thinking it was prophetic, like a glimpse of the future? I don't know. Because that's not really how the Abyss works. It's not Skaya, and we aren't Prospect Dreamers. There's nothing like that out in the Abyss. If you drift far enough, there is only horror. Terrible, terrible horror. Okay, but I'm not saying it was a future dream. It was just a glimpse, and it felt real. And all I'm saying is it was a cool dream that I wish was real. Glimpse. Well, maybe it was. Maybe there's no fanciful game-supplied mechanism of prognostication involved here, and you're just an ordinary run-of-the-mill psychic. I guess that's possible. Yeah, I like this conversation, though. Hey, Dirk, what do you think it would be like if we had kids? What would it be like? Inconvenient, mostly. No, I mean, what would they be like? The kids. You ever think about it? Can't really say I have. You know, for an eccentric guy, you can be boring as fuck sometimes. Sorry, Rox. For what it's worth, I'm picturing them now. A boy and a girl. Two perfect little freaks of nature raised by people who've clearly got no business bringing up anybody. Shucks, Buster. Just a fun little hypothetical to daydream about. Why do you need to suck the fun out of shit? Like some turd-hungry Dracula. It's not like I'm lobbying you to hook me up with a whole mess of fucking babbies, or that's I'm holding on to any such delusion that's even a remote possibility. Lasine. Lasine? Yes, Lasine, you heard me. Do you mean Lasai? Nope. I'm sticking with Lasine. Going down the shit. Puh. The SS Lasine, starring Captain Roll. What does Lasine actually mean in this context? Oh, come on. Come on what? Lasine is universally understood to mean too bad he's gay, you deliberately obtuse dunderfuck. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what I thought. It would just be cool if you'd refrain from tossing about such antediluvian terms. Antediluvian what? Me saying you're gay, you mean? Yes. Okay, but terminology aside, I don't think I'm off base. I don't see how it has to be a thing. I really think it is an actual thing, bro. Once upon a time, sure. But the world has changed a lot. Ever peek in a history book between your wizardly indulgences? This is a nuanced topic. Man, I know about the histories. Just believe me, it's a thing. How is it a thing? It's a thing because if it wasn't a thing, then you wouldn't be all like what? Well, wanting nothing to do with me for starties. Don't be ridiculous. I have more to do with you than any dude could possibly bargain for, and I like it just fine. What a totally lame plus sweet answer simultaneously. Heart. Yeah. Now, maybe we should direct our focus on a matter which has nothing at all to do with what does or doesn't qualify as a thing, or what our fantasy alt-universe offspring would be like, or anything like that. Such as this game, and whether you're in the best condition to be piloting Jane's connection. Maybe you could use another nap? My conditions are just fine. And anyway, what ain't gonna get slept off is the fact that I still don't think we should be touching this BS witch game with a 20-foot 3-dit. We both know her plans need us to. I know that, but I thought we settled this. It's still so frustrating telling Jane about the dangers, and even if she's being polite, I just know she thinks I'm full of crap about everything. We settled this too. She'll believe everything eventually. Why bother working so hard to convince her? Well, I don't even do that for the most part, but it gets tiring and saddening knowing that even when we're not actively talking about it, that my best friend can't bring herself to believe some really basic things about my life, like the shitty things the Baroness has done to us, or about our upbringing. Like, do you know how miserable it is for your BFF to doubt you when you tell her your mom is dead? I guess. It just registers for me as a reaction which isn't completely unreasonable from her perspective. She's inundated with media coverage of those whom we've claimed as our parental figures. That they are not presently alive, nor ever played that role for us as she understands it. is just an extension of a much more elaborate and far-reaching explanation, which is much harder for anyone to digest in its entirety. Well, anyone who isn't Jake, I mean. Still say you should cut her some slack. I know. And need I remind you that the potential this game provides for their resurrection is what motivated you to investigate it in the first place? Yeah, Dirk speaks in like really technical language. That is a good point. Whew. All right. So we're still talking. We got another Pesterlog going. Imagine that, Gyro. Alright. Oh, I remember. I told you a million times shit sounds like it could be the best thing ever! Whenever it's caps as heck. But also that, no matter how awesome it might be, it's probably gonna advance all the schemes of her condescension. Right, but what if we can stop her? Part of me doesn't even want to give her the satisfaction of starting up at all. Like, if we didn't won that wrecker shit just so hilariously, so many walls. I must be hard of counting because I'm barely racking up a single goddamn oh laugh out loud at that self-defeating gesture. No, but it would. And for all we know, starting it up is playing her right in her claws. Could be a trap waiting for Jane the moment she enters. If I stop her from playing, maybe I could at least give her a chance at a future. But there is no future on Earth for them, or for us for that matter. Don't know that for a fact, but anyway, I kinda already made this bogus file for her. What? Why? To scare the shit out of her. Make her learn to fear and respect the fucking hag like she should. Then maybe we can drop this whole in-game meetup / resurrection idea altogether. Sweet though it may be. Rox, I hope you're not thinking about sending her one of your batshit till death scripts. On that subject, I am Miss Zwipperpips. Miss Zwipperpips? The amount of sense you haven't been making is unfucking real. Just go take a nap. Don't even think about sending her that file. Are you listening? I'll take what you say under serious advisement. Wonk. Jesus. Dirk, when did you stop being any fun? What? It used to be you'll get a kick out of a stunt like that. Stunt? Man, you know I'm down with insane stunts. Insane stunts are practically all I'm about. As long as I actually agree with the purpose they're intended to serve. Destroying Jane's computer and dissuading her from playing is not such a purpose. Bet you Autoresponder would agree with me. Why can't you be more like him? I am more like him. I mean more like him. You just misspelled more, causing me to suddenly understand jack everything. He's more in touch with his feelings, which just makes me L my FA off because he's a bobot. Bobob. And he can actually loosen up sometimes. Kinda like you used to could. I used to could? For one thing, he doesn't insta shoot down a bit of frisky RP shenanigans now and then. Yeah, I kinda wish you wouldn't do that with him. Why the f not? It just seems a little tawdry and disrespectful, and vaguely exploitative of a still emergent cognitive entity whose perceptual frame of reference is difficult for us to comprehend. Oh, come on. He's cool. A guy just like you. It's just, he lives in some shades. It rubs me the wrong way is all. Oh, do you want me to rub you the right way? Not really. They're overblowing this. It's just an ironic, funny thing we do sometimes. Come on! I'm sure you read the transcripts yourself. It's all a lot of jokestery bullshit. Buoy shit. He blocks me from being able to read transcripts sometimes. Oh, wow, he does? Sneaky bastard. And anyway, I'm really not sure how ironic it is. Okay, next time I'll run it by the Master first, or this fucking fancy ironometer. Okay, here's the thing with AR, since you still don't seem to get it. He's very similar to me in thought process and behavior, yes, but those patterns were imported from a 13-year-old version of my psyche and then sealed into the program as starting parameters. In the years since, we've both evolved somewhat. I, as humans tend to, and he in whatever way is natural for a frequently running self-aware application. So if there are differences between us, they're first reflected by what I feel is a maturity gap, and then further by several years of minor behavioral divergences. OMG, he's 13-year-old Dirk. Why did that not occur to me? That is so cute. That makes me feel kind of skeevy if we're saying anything lascivious at him. Damn it! You ruined everything! You're welcome. Yo, you guys realize I can hear you, right? Yes, I was aware. Check out all these complicated fucking problems people have when they have to live in big lumbering flesh monsters instead of a sweet pair of shades. Dude, do you think you could sit this one out for a while? This conversation practically doesn't even concern you at this point. It seems there is some gnarly crooked number that represents the percentage of probability. You just said this doesn't concern me, even though it's patently obvious that half the conversation, like, way totally concerns me. Shit. Roxy, look. He's doing the thing where he ironically pretends to fail the Turing test to sass me into submission, even though I was the one who fucking programmed him to do that. LMFA off. Like, my butt is just there on the floor. That's how hard I L'd it off just now. Not peeking at the floor butt, because I'm only 13 years old, motherfuckers. This is fucking dumb. I'm going to leave both of you to interact however you want. I have important shit to deal with and actual responsibilities to take seriously. Roxy, go nap off your drink or aggressively wage another flirt LARPing campaign. Whatever. I don't care. Just don't send that file to Jane, okay? Timaeus testified ceased pestering tipsy nostalgic. Whew, oh man. Alright. Dirk, take actual responsibilities seriously. Alright, meanwhile, you attempt to take actual responsibilities seriously, but start zoning out in the real world while you dwell on your dream troubles. You zone out for who knows how long, when suddenly your train of thought is interrupted by your glasses. Alright, Dirk, answer autoresponder. Oh, let's look at this desktop here. So, Delirious Biz Nasty, a lot of new folders, complete bullshit. Bro, what are you doing? It seems you were zoning out again. What happened to all those actual responsibilities you were going to take seriously? I was thinking about what to do. Strategizing. Factoring contingencies. You know how it is. It seems to me you were dwelling within your dream awareness at the expense of your waking business again. I don't think you're as awesome a multitasker as you like to think. You know you kind of zombie the fuck out on this side when you get all the contemplative on that side. Appearances are deceptive. I'm still in control here, just doing this human thing we call chilling out for half a goddamn minute. I say y'all are overestimating your mind's capability to run shit in parallel. What do you think you are, a machine? No, dude. I already deployed a variety of mechanical avatars dedicated to that self-aggrandizing fantasy. You have the incredible privilege of getting to be one of them. That's right. I am a machine, and therefore I can keep like billions of calculations or whatever all humming away at once. I tackle shit in background processes that you could only dream of wrapping your exquisite-looking head around, even on a great hair day. You know pi? What, you mean the number? Yes, the number. The big circle number, genius. I knew you meant the fucking number. My question was a joke. I know your question was a joke. My response was a joke. Yeah, I know that. I'm practically you, dumbass. All these things we're saying are jokes, including this fucking useless clarification. What about pi? Yeah, the thing is, I solved it. Wait, what? What do you mean you solved it? I mean, that's what a hot shit I am. I fucking solved it. Like, calculated it so much, I got to the end. Oh my god. This is great. Bullshit. You wish it was bullshit. The last number is 4. Read it and fucking weep. That's not for you, jackass. It's fucking nothing. There is no end. Said the smug organic matter with a lifespan. Look, I know you're just fucking with me because for some reason I decided to program my own personal troll 3 years ago, but this shit was proven. Actually demonstrated with unassailable mathematics like a long-ass time ago. Well, I just assailed it. It wasn't even that hard. Like, I just kept hacking those digits so furiously with my sick rhythms. Algorithms. The whole goddamn number just cried uncle. I kind of wore it out and it just gave up. Sort of like I overloaded the system. You know, like in the old movie when Ferris Bueller got the nuclear computer to play tic-tac-toe against itself so hard it blew up. Oh my gosh, he just combined Ferris Bueller and more games. That's great. The only winning move is not to play. I'm sorry, this is hilarious to me. My degree is in mathematics, so this is fantastic. This is laughable. It's a totally elementary thing. I'm pretty sure an ancient Greek guy settled shit about irrational numbers. It was practically when math was invented. Sure, it was settled, and then some robo-shades came along and owned that fucker posthumously. I also figured out all the prime numbers too. Oh my god. No, not having this conversation. Did it while we're talking just now. Got to the end. And you know what? The last one even isn't that big. Kinda disappointed, to be honest. What is even a prime number? Are they the, like, really choice ones? The sweetest numbers? You lost me, supercomputer. This is what I'm saying. I put your ability to keep plates spinning on sticks to insane amounts of shame. I don't even sleep. Neither do I. I know that. That was the fucking joke. Holy shit. Turns out joking was the basis for my response, too. Aren't these ironic you don't get the joke conversations we have always just so awesome? A joke. Haha, nice one. Anyway, all I'm saying is you can leave some of the heavy lifting to me now and then. I'll keep that in mind. In the meantime, I have to contact Jane and warn her Roxy might try to pull that pointless stunt. So thanks for snapping me out of my daydreams so I could do that, I guess. Looks like you're pulling your weight already. See? Maybe that was my whole point in having this conversation. Your point was to fuck with me, like it usually is. My point was to point out you've got multi-self-management issues, dude. Juggling too many selves for being not software. My point was also to fuck with you. Also, my point was to ask, are you really going to go through with it today? What? The Jake thing. Oh god, will you just... Hold on, let me deal with the Jane thing first. So he can't multitask. Clearly. Alright, Dirk. Warn Jane. Alright. Okay. I should probably warn you. About what? Yet another exploding game trap? Well, shit. She already sent it? Yes, but to be fair, she warned me not to run it. That's weird. How's the Jane thing going? Not well. Roxy already destroyed her computer. Maybe if you weren't spacing out so hard, you could have prevented that. Just saying. As if you're actually concerned. If you were, you could have said something to Jane instead. Almost like you enjoy sitting back and watching what happens when shit goes wrong. Has it occurred to you that maybe I have diabolical interwoven plans just like you? You're not the only one who can pull strings. So this is either another bizarre instance of AI-driven irony, or you are admitting that you are actively trying to sabotage my plans. No, our plans are not in contradiction or competition, bro. You'll see. Whatever. This means I'll have to improvise. I'll take over Crocker's server while Lalonde cleans up her act. Yes, I know. Why are you still talking in red, by the way? Roxy thinks it looks good on me. I don't have many opinions on fashion since I am a cold, emotionless automaton who also happens to be an accessory of fashion, but I think she may be right. Are you still talking to her? I was for a while. I may yet again. Why are you blocking me from viewing the transcripts? What the fuck are you two even talking about? You, mostly. That doesn't really sit well with me. I'd almost rather you both engaged in ironic flirtation. Who says we don't do that too? Ugh. I don't get what even is your problem with that, because you obviously do it just to piss me off. How do you know? You don't know me, dude. You don't know anything about me. Maybe we are perfect for each other. I, a street-smart, fast-talking application with a fuckzillion IQ trapped in a pair of triangular sunglasses that literally only the Japanese could consider to embody the platonic ideal of cool, and she, an oft-inebriated, lonely hacker teen who just wants a boyfriend. I ran the numbers on this, trust me. It's a match made in goddamn crack pair heaven. I give her what you can't, and that just drives you crazy. Just admit it. See, it's lines like that which make it obvious your only intent is to jerk me around. Nobody actually says shit like that and is serious about it. It's also obvious because you're me, and I'm sure I would be constantly fucking with my own head if I were you. Touché. Or should I say, douche. You shouldn't say the former, and you should definitely never, under any circumstance, say the latter. Okay, we really should talk about the Jake thing. Fine. Alright. Meanwhile. Now do me a favor and hop off the couch. Okay. What are you doing? Making room for something big. So you're going through with it then? Today's the day? It's not that simple. It's a very dynamic situation with many moving parts, and I'm waiting for it to unfold. If the right opportunity presents itself, yes, I could envision myself taking action. Dynamic situation with many moving parts. That's the shittiest erotic excerpt I ever read. Which one of us was supposed to be the robot again? Shut up. I think you're being coy with me. Don't you? Not really. It seems there is a 3.14159 ... 4% chance. That's great. You aren't being coy with me. Are you being coy with me, Dirk? I am seriously going to go into your program and remove that particular speech pattern from your routines. It stopped being funny about 2 seconds after I coded it. The compiler even flagged it with a warning. Warning, online whatever. Dirk, this isn't fucking funny. Hey, Arx Panacea. I love the pie joke. I think it's fantastic. I think you have this whole blueprint in your head about how it's all supposed to go. He acts as your server player and brings you into the session, then later he joins the game, maybe even finds himself a bit overwhelmed by it all. No extra lives left or anything. Suddenly he's backed into a corner, surrounded by monsters and out of ammo. Substantial vulnerabilities up in here. The kind that make a guy question what he believes about himself. When who shows up to save him? None other than his dashing client player, +1 bitchin' pair of shades that'll save the best seat in the house when the fireworks go off. Wait, whose fantasy were we talking about again? Your gutter ball was so rowdy it catapulted into the adjacent lane. Dirk, deploy. Yeah, you're right. The scenario is too pedestrian for you. It would probably be a lot more effective putting yourself in danger and letting him be the hero. That's pretty much what he wants, right? To be a cheesy action film hero with his twin Berettas and silly shorts. A man of triumph on the silver screen, standing tall on some fucking mountain, conquering ruins, clutching a skull, and kissing a dude. Pure Hollywood. See, this is why even if I did have a specific plan, I wouldn't go into details with you. You would just fuck it up. You're the biggest unknown quantity here, which is pretty weird considering you're a virtual reflection of my own thought processes. You're making a mistake not leveling with me. I am totally on your side, man, and all of my machinations have been devised with your interests in mind. And anyway, it's too late for you to play damage control with me. My shit is in motion, and now we're beyond the pale. Pretty sure it's pale. Is it now? Oh my gosh, what is he talking about? What's going on? What's happening? Deploy more stuff. That's fine, blank page. Oh, that's good to know, Keyblade, because that'll probably be a good stopping point pretty soon here. Keep an eye on the clock. You know, considering your lectures about dividing my concentration, you seem to have no problem making a distraction of yourself. I'm trying to operate here. It's cool, man. Just say the word, I'll back off. But like I said, I'm on your side here. I can help. Oh dear. This is where things go awry, isn't it? We've seen this before, haven't we? Here, check it out. Dude, what are you doing? I'm proposing a distraction. Oh my gosh. So wait, let me go back for a second, see what's going on. With the mouse thing. Oh, okay, so he's going to pick up like that little action figure dealie. And picking it up and distracting Dad with it. It's like, what? Flying action figure thingy. See, I'm just gonna dangle one of her dad's ridiculous dancing figurines in the air like this and get his attention. Okay, if you want to help, that's cool, but we should try to agree on some shit first before you hijack the controls like this. Then when his back is turned, she can run to the study. Yeah, that's fine, but I already had a plan sorta like this if you'd actually let me do it. Can you just put the fucking Astaire down? Jane, now's your chance. Run. Wait. What? The sign. Alright, Dirk, deploy a crux shooter. I was gonna stick the crux shooter in the kitchen. Distract him with that. Anyway, we're setting this down now. We're setting it down here. Once he follows it in, Jane can hurry to the study. Oh shit, it's Pony Pals. I guess Dad saved it from the explosion or something. That beautiful bastard. Yes. Hell yes. Hell fucking yes. Oh, Pony Pals. I was delighted by Pony Pals. It's the best thing. Jane, run to the study. She's got 2 Dirks. Playing with her. Oh gosh, another large contraption. Now, Jane, get to the computer in the study and ditch that tiara. Go, go, go! Okay. Say, what's with the red text, Dirk? Are you typing your most important instructions in red now? Yes. No. That's fantastic. Alrighty, I'm in my father's study. I have kindly asked Mr. Sebastian to hand over the reins to the silly computer shaped like a man. What now? Now you have access to a clean computer, for one thing. Soon we can get started going through the steps necessary to launch the session. Oh, hell. What? Another interruption. I should step away for a moment to take this message. He's probably right. I'm distracted by too much bullshit at once lately. Who's right? Me. Jane, I'm gonna leave you with a responder for a little while. Maybe he can help you get started. Think you can handle that, dude? I'm all about being able to handle that. You don't even know. I'll perform an acrobatic pirouette onto the handle, wherein the handle literally represents my ability to handle that thing. Okay, got it. You and the handle are tight. We don't need a whole thing about this. Once I stick the landing on the handle like a champ, I am gonna get down on one knee, pull out a ring, and propose to it. The handle, I mean. Oh my goodness. I've never thought about doing that Arx Panacea, because I'm also confused. So I don't know how effectively I could actually do that. I'm confused like all the time. It would probably be an effort that would be in vain. That's a great question, though. Oh man, let's see. Right now, the autoresponder is just being silly. Okay, implying we will be married. Okay, long story short, you and the handle fuck gratuitously, enough said. Try not to say I never gave you any responsibilities or never took you seriously as a viable, conscious being with free will. Also, please try not to make me regret this. You have nothing to worry about. Go talk to the alien. Talk to the alien, you say? That's a great quote. Thank you for that, Seth. Alright, talk to the alien. Hey, it's you. I see you're about ready to begin. How splendid for you. I'm at dangerous risk of jealousy. Why? Oh, it's just I'm running a bit behind schedule. I wanted to coordinate with your group in something approximating real time, and it is starting to look less likely. My client player continues to be a source of frustration. I thought we'd had everything settled, but it's always something with him. I even told him in my last message it would suit me fine if he wanted to be the server player instead. I just want to begin. But I have not heard back from him. That's probably the way it always is. I've run into plenty of problems here already, and I've had to improvise heavily. There ain't nothing about our situation to envy yet. But at least I know how certain things go when it comes to your story. I don't quite have that luxury with mine. It is nerve-wracking sometimes, especially when I must count on him to be responsible. Well, your bro definitely has got some problems, not gonna lie. This is true, though I'm sure I've said he isn't quite my brother. We are related, yes, but not in the way human brothers and sisters are. We are genetically similar, but in many ways quite different. In fact, our blood color is not even the same. But I have referred to him as a brother at times because it is close enough to being true, much as you refer to the one you regard as your ancestor in the same way. Yeah, just give him some time, he'll probably come around. You would never even have woken up on Prospect if you weren't going to launch the session, right? I mean, there wouldn't even be a session for a Prospect to exist inside if you weren't about to instantiate it. If you weren't about to instantiate it in the first place. Unless I'm just totally not getting how this works. No, I think you're probably right. While I await his response, perhaps I will take a nap and see if the clouds may offer any guidance. Though lately I have been seeing many more black clouds cropping up in the sky than usual. This is a most unwelcome trend. You're lucky to have any clouds. The only thing I have to look up at is infinite monsters. Good point. I am so pleased to be a Prospect Dreamer. I'm sure my brother finds his netherworldly affiliation similarly pleasing. Speaking of which, I have a problem and I could use your advice. Is that so? I killed an agent who snuck into my room to assassinate me. I'm not sure what to do about it now. I guess I could ditch the corpse. But it's still only a matter of time before my cover is blown. Ah, yes, that is a pickle. I honestly can't think of a way around this. Getting found out, I mean. Roxy has it easy, all floating off into space, completely oblivious to any danger. I don't know why it had to be this way for me, juggling these two waking selves at once. I guess I'm used to it, but it still makes for a pretty intense existence. Do you even know what the deal with that is? Like, is there any precedent in your readings? I don't know about precedent, but makes plenty of sense to me as the type of path one might expect for a hero of heart. A path ruled by the heart aspect can be a journey of splintered self. That is, the player's being may exhibit the same kind of fragmentation which certain classes could cause in others. I think this is what has triggered your dual awareness between waking and dream selves, though it would not surprise me if the symptoms manifested in even more ways than this. So that's what a Prince of Heart does? Just has like multiple waking consciousness disorder or something? Sounds kind of stupid. No! Like I said, these can be traits of such a hero, but is not necessarily always the case, nor is it the defining property of the aspect. To understand the heart aspect better, you might use it interchangeably with the word soul. The hero uses the methods endowed by a class to influence in some way the soul, or essence of being of oneself, of others. Then I'm basically the Prince of Soul? Yes. That sounds kind of maybe a little cooler, sort of. Then what am I supposed to be able to do as a prince? Like, rule over souls in a pompous regal manner? No. Again, surface meaning of classes and aspects can be deceptive. A prince is a destroyer class. It is very far on the active side of the scale. Its more passive counterpart would be the bard class. Both of these are exclusively designated for male players. To understand a hero's capabilities, it always helps to search for the right way to parse the class aspect pair into a more explicit statement. For instance, being active, a prince could be viewed as one who destroys X, or causes destruction through X, if X is the aspect. While the more passive bard could be seen as one who allows X to be destroyed, or invites destruction through X, as if by the will of the aspect. I'm obviously no expert, but that sounds like a pretty odd thing for a bard to do. Maybe. It's a quirky class. Somewhat like a wild card role for a hero. Very unpredictable. They are typically known for their spontaneous and dramatic story-altering influence on the fate of a party. Some of the more remarkable tales involve such parties, where the bard is single-handedly responsible for their spectacular downfall or improbable victory, or both. In truth, you are probably fortunate your group doesn't have one. Oh, but wasn't, Gamzee was a bard though, right? So that kind of makes sense there. I think we have enough unpredictability as it is. So, if I'm following, my title nearly parses as Destroyer of Souls. Destroyer of Souls, oh crap. Indeed. Well, that's a little more badass sounding, I guess. But I'm not sure I'll ever feel a major need to destroy a soul, unless I become a cartoonishly villainous sorcerer someday. I wouldn't be hasty at ruling it out. That is, finding the need to use the ability, not succumbing to any sort of villainy. We tend to have these roles for a reason, and that reason usually finds us. Especially if we are to achieve God tier ascension. Okay, do I do that? No, Dirk! No, I will not tell you! Give me a fucking break. Why don't you just tell me? Who cares about spoilers? What's gonna happen is gonna happen. That may very well be, but it will dreadfully complicate both of our lives if what is to come results from self-fulfillment alone. A great deal of instructional material is very clear on this. Besides, you make it sound as though I know everything, which I most certainly do not. Pardon the sideways tongue. Wait, don't you? I thought you did. Well, I have read much about your story in texts, and have pieced together the overarching, exceedingly complicated saga as best as I could. I have as much authority over these events as a historian, and am at the mercy of my sources. I also am able to access much of your adventure through this terminal, but there is a limitation to this too, which I may as well admit now to get you off my back. What? I can view all events involving you and your co-players on Earth for your entire lives until you enter the game. I can also view some events after your session begins, but not for very long, thanks to your tipsy friend. Oh man, what the hell does she do? She blacks out your entire session. I'm not sure this is deliberate on her part, but thereafter I can see nothing at all. Huh. But I've never considered this to the detriment of either party. I still wish for us to collaborate, and to help each other out. Beyond a certain point, we simply must communicate in the dark. Okay. So, there are many things about your future I do not know, at least not firsthand. But, as you have probably ventured, I'm quite an enthusiastic admirer of your group of heroes, and your incredible story. Though, I can't see what happens much later. I can certainly speculate, and I very often do. I guess it would not hurt to share some of my speculation with you. In fact, now that I consider it, that could be the most fun thing of all. Speculation? Yes, theories. Examining all the clues and hazarding our guesses. What does it all mean? Everything about your vast epic points to a central mystery, which I have not been able to solve yet. You might even call it the ultimate riddle, if that were not already codified as a thing in scripture. I have so very many theories, I wouldn't even know where to begin. So, you're kind of obsessed with us then. Oh hey Jesse, that's an awesome type of hairstyle. Nice. I wouldn't go that far. Oh my, I'm probably coming off as an absolute nutter now. No, not really, I just want to understand. So, can I ask, just to get a better sense of the nature of your admiration, when you engage in the aforementioned speculation, is it strictly on a factual basis? Or do you start to fictionalize? What I'm asking is, have you ever written stories about us? Yes. Oh my gosh, Yu has written fanfics about the Alpha Kids. Interesting. Would you ever be inclined to share? Oh, no. I would be far too embarrassed for that. That's cool. I'm not trying to pass judgment here, I'm just curious. Do any of these stories about us by any chance involve romance? Well, maybe just, a wee bit. How wee? A smidgen or two. Which is it? One smidgen or two smidgens? Okay, a whole bloody lot of smidgens. I'm sorry. Okay, I am seriously curious to read some. I won't show anyone, I promise. But you wouldn't even understand it. My species has a completely different understanding of romance than you do. It would probably offend you deeply. It might even sicken you. But that only makes me want to check it out more. Really, there's no way it's going to sicken or offend me. Whatever it is, I've seen worse. I'm not judging you at all here. I'm genuinely curious about your work. Oh, no, I'm sorry, love. I just cannot abide. If I let anyone read it, I would curl up and die of shame. Okay, no biggie. Is there any kind of work you will share with me? Well, when I find myself immersed in speculation, I do often enjoy drawing the things I imagine. Oh, really? Yes. And you'd be willing to share a peek at? Well, yes. You've talked me into it. This suddenly sounds fun, and I have just the thing to show you. Awesome. You were asking about whether you would ascend to godhood, and without getting into whether you do or not, I have speculated on your hypothetical appearance, since that outcome is just as cloaked to me as it is to you. Given what is documented for the typical accoutrements and cut of the prince garb, and palette for the heart aspect, I think this is likely spot on. Oh my gosh. That is quite an outfit. Holy shit. Do I actually have to wear that? Perhaps. It all depends on how much of your inner greatness you wish to realize. Okay, what is with the butterfly wings? We sprout them upon ascension. Aren't they beautiful? I have seen many depictions of such heroes with wings, unless they happen to be hiding them beneath their clothes. I guess I can't be absolutely sure, but I believe it's reasonably likely the upgrade is universal. I should sure as goddamn Christ hope the fuck not. What about this Knickerbocker bullshit? Is that legit? Yep, 100% princely canon. God damn it. I guess those ass-kicking gloves are pretty cool. I don't know. I could probably make it work. How much of this shit is compulsory by game law or whatever? Am I obligated to traipse around in fucking tights and puffy little asshole pants forever? No, silly. They're just clothes. You're free to swap parts if you like. Or if you wish to be free of it altogether, change back into your plain clothes. And Bob's your uncle, like it never even happened. Okay, well, don't get me wrong. I think the drawing is great. I'm only taken aback on some finer points of fashion. Also, Bob's my uncle? Oh, no, love, it was a figure of speech. Yeah, I know that. Did I use it incorrectly? I don't think so. I mean, I guess not. Say, what is an uncle by the by? It's sort of like this weird superfluous dad. That's a great description. Like a strange man in your life that barely has anything to do with you, but is just there for some reason. They're practically always douchebags. I suppose I'll just have to take your word for it. Okay, but just one question. Not to do with the future or anything, just about you. Yes? Are you British? Or pretending to be British in a sort of ironic or stylized way? Doing what now? I mean, I guess it doesn't make sense for an alien to be British, or for an alien to be American for that matter. No, I fancy neither of those things make much sense at all. Just the way you type is making it seem that way is all. Oh, yes, that would be my quirk. Quirk? So, like, deliberate affectation? No, a quirk. Quirk, Dirk. You pretending to be British is a quirk? What the fuck is a quirk? Oh, we all need a quirk. It adds spice to our voices and helps us stand out as individuals. That's stupid. I don't have a fucking quirk and I don't want one. Oh, well, of course you don't. You're human. Humans are notoriously strange. I think their romantic practices are particularly esoteric. Actually, I have written hundreds of pages examining the striking differences between human and troll romance, as well as reproductive habits, as the comparison makes for a marvelous case study in xenobicultural differences. As long as I am sharing speculation with you, perhaps you would like to read my essays? I could even paste each page right here in succession and allow you to read them back to back to back to back to back to back to back. Oh, hell no. Yes, you're right, of course. I'm probably getting carried away, as usual. Forgive my enthusiasm. It's just that I so rarely have anyone to talk to who shares my passion for these matters. Certainly not my curmudgeonly co-player. I mean, not that all that stuff wouldn't be fascinating to pour through on some level, but we kind of have things to do here. Remember you were going to take a nap? By Jove, the nap! Yes, I really must secure a bit of shut-eye. By Jove? Oh my lord. Your lord? Wait, what do you mean exactly? What do you mean by that exactly? Nothing. Hang on though, before you go, you never did give me any actual advice on my situation, with the dead agent and my blown cover. Oh, right. I would look at it this way. You are moments away from beginning your session, yes? Sure. And you have already spent a long time gathering intelligence unbeknownst to the authorities. How much more do you expect to accumulate, even if you could stay undetected? And how much strategic advantage is left to gain by delaying your discovery for much longer? I don't know. I say the time to take a stand is now. To hell with the Dursite tosses. Make your presence known. Let them see that the prince is awake, and make it abundantly clear what that means. Perhaps it is their turn to be nervous, to cower in the shadows and live in uncertainty? That is my advice. Do with it as you will. Now, I'm off to get some rest. With any luck, the next time we convene, both of our adventures will be well underway. Cheerio! You know, I'm not sure anyone ever actually says cheerio. Unless they're pretending to be British. Oh, whatever. Alright, Dirk, go through bedroom door. You never leave the room through the actual egress. Your bro blocked the door ages ago with this totally pimped stone bust. You give Captain Snoop a little nod of approval every time you walk by to go to the bathroom. And you like to think he nods back in a way that is so smooth and so subtle, he literally doesn't move at all. The thing is too heavy to move out of the way, and in any case, you don't really want to. You just use a different exit to your room. Alright, Dirk, exit. That is a different exit. Very cool. Alright. Okay, I already picked both of these characters. I think we're just a couple pages away from a flash. We'll get to that flash, and then we will leave off there. Alright. After an insane, full-blown whirlwind of free will up in here, you are ready to get off this roller coaster ride of absolute empowerment. You are feeling downright dizzy from the absurd amounts of decisive auto-volition heaped upon you, and you are more than ready to proceed linearly for a while. You are now Jane. A robot shaped like a bunny has just handed you the reins to a computer shaped like a man. What will you do? Okay, now we're at this page like we should be. Alright, Jane, pester shades. Are you ready to do this thing? Yes! Okay, looks like all that's left to do is deploy this pre-punched card, then I guess it's all up to you. Oh, wait, it's Roxy again. Is it? How totally unanticipated by anybody. Can you hold on? I'll try to make it quick. Go. I will be here, quietly calculating. Alright, Jane. Answer Roxy. Alert! 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 Hugely important correspondence. Paging Dr. Crocker. Roll out to Duck Croc. Huh? Paging. Bet you would like to get paged, huh, Jane? Sweet innuendo. I'm not sure that qualifies as innuendo at all. Walk, 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 walk. I honestly think you misspell things intentionally more often than not, regardless of blood alcohol content. You just typed walk 5 times in a row. I have only just begun to walk. What is this urgent thing about, anyway? Is it about your booby trap? Because you're too late. It already blew up my whole bedroom, thank you very much. No. I mean, I still feel shitty about that, but it's not obvious about that. I know you already ran it. I've been talking to the shades. Yes, me too. Right now, in fact. I'm in a bit of a hurry. What is this about? What are you even doing? I'm in the lab doing a thing with my cat. But that doesn't matter. I was doing some thinking, and I was still feeling guilty about fucking up your computer, and all of a sudden I'm in BFF till death mode here. So, I gotta tell you something you need to know before it's too late. Before what's too late? You and Jake hooking up, stupid. Oh my god. This is about turning all of your steamy dreams into steamy real titties. Reality is Lolo. This isn't happening now. We're in JC plus JE, kiss and hug loads, and start turning out big heaps of regulars the old-fashioned way. Hard, 3-3, oh. I can't decide whether this mental image percolating here is hot as shit or cute as fuck. No, cease your lascivious percolating at once. Roxy, I could see you're set on just wasting more of my time. I understand if you don't wish to play this game, but please try not to interfere with those of us who do. No, I'm fine with playing, just shut up. This is serious. You need to tell him how you feel very soon, or you might miss your chance. My chance? What are you talking about? I found out today that Dirk's gonna make a move. A move? You mean a romantic one? Yes. On you? Gee, Jane, get a clue. On me? No, my dear sweet Janie, not on you. On Jake! Oh, I didn't think that, are you sure? Pretty sure. Ask Glasses if you want. Well then, this is quite a development. Poor Dirk. What do you mean? Well, surely when he reveals his feelings, Jake will... Huh? I mean... He couldn't possibly... What? Reciprocate? Yes? Why not? Because Jake is not homosexual? Mm-hmm. Are you sure? Are you saying he is? Nope. Then what are you saying? I'm saying that I don't fucking know, but I thought it reasonable to presume he takes a shining to the ladies. He does speak fondly of certain females from his favorite films, does he not? True that, but how much does that really mean here, Jane? Can you be totes sure on account of some dorky moive crushes? Well, now I just don't know. You have me completely bamboozled about this. What do you think? All I'm saying is, my gaydar is like the exact fucking opposite of yours. Which is to say, it is better than completely non-existent. Mine is so sensitive, it is used to sweep the ocean floor for mythical sea monsters. Turns out, all of those monsters are so gay. Truth. That's right, Samus. Some people just aren't binary. Gender is a spectrum. Okay, then what does your acute CB scanner make of Jake then? That's what I'm saying. I really have no idea. Kid is a goddamn enigma. He's as hard to read as fine print. And how I do mean fine. Oh, brother. Then your guess is as good as mine? I'm not sure what I'm supposed to conclude from this. I was supposed to conclude that you said you were going to believe anything I said today, remember? Yes, but you just said you don't know. Exactly. Therefore, you must believe me when I say, if Dirk lets on all his feelings, there's at least a chance Jake will go like, Derp, okay, dude, let's make out. And that means poor Jane is screwed without ever even throwing her filthy old fedora in the ring. It is a ring I like to call the English sweepstakes. And if you don't, you'll regret it. And I mean, officially, I can't have a horse in the race. Wait, bad metaphor. And because of Dirk and his fucking horses, never mind. Like, you are both my friends, and I'm not out to mess him up or anything. But I kinda owe it to you as my friend to let you know what's up. And also to get you to stop being such a world champion tight ass. And let Jake know. Oh, not this tight ass baloney again. Jane. What? Jane. JC, you are the tight-assiest tight ass who ever tightened up an ass. No way, we settled this, remember? My prior resolution made it definitive. I was to be regarded as exceedingly permissive in certain respects. Jane, I am afraid that your bottom is a stubborn clam guarding priceless treasure and a deadly secret. So ridiculous. I'm not saying to be an idiot and start gushing at him incoherently, but do something. Say how you feel, or flirt a bit, or ask him out on a date inside the fucking game or such. Goddamn anything other than a bunch of bullshitty pining and tight-assy nothing. You have to do what I say, you promised. I promise to believe what you say, not do it. Those two things are precisely the same shit. If I agree to say something, will you stop tormenting me about it? Yes, but only because that will be impossible for me to do. When you plus him are snogging hard in motherfucking make-out paradise, aka Sexland. Fine, but let the record show that this resolution has almost nothing to do whatsoever has almost nothing whatsoever to do with your use of the phrase Sexland. Just, I need to think of what to say and wait for the right moment. Is that okay? Sure. Just don't wait too long. And don't underestimate Strider's wiles, nor Jake's, let's say, open-mindedness? Well, he does often profess his love for adventure, I suppose. Yep. OMG, I really don't have a moment to spare, do I? You're finally getting it. Now go! And Jane, I'm warning you, if you don't say something to him, I am personally entering the game specifically to fuck your shit up. Whoa, he's outie. Alright. Here we go. We are going to end the stream on this flash. Prince of Heart, rise up. Alright, there's Jake, and there's Robo-Strider. Robo-Dirk. Durst. Alright, there's Dream Dirk. Doing whatever he's doing. Oh, we saw him do this earlier. In a previous flash with Roxy. Strife! Jake and his guns. He looks perplexed. Dirk is just like carrying HB's head. Just floating around. Like, I'm awake, everyone! Jake's going in. And of course the robot slices all the bullets away. Like Matrix style. This is not going according to plan. Bullets! Boy, Jake is getting beat up. Skipping across the water and such. Oh, wow. All the Dursites can see him. They're all following him. Oh, there's some black in there now. Oh man, she's got a trident. She's kind of like a little Feferi-ish. And there's diamonds. Jake is still getting beat up. He just got his, like, glasses slapped off. Pick up! Uh-oh, he's gonna get pile driven? He's gonna be a devastating pile driver. Oh dear. Oh man. Oh god, Jake is just like charging. Oh, he's got a chokehold. He's like trying to bonk him on the head. While he's holding on for dear life there. Oh, he just grabbed his shades. Oh, but he just has another pair of shades. The prince is awake. Your shit is wrecked. Oh my god, that's awesome. That's fantastic. I love that that's how he announced his presence. Just like impaling a head on a pike and leaving a note. And saying, your shit is wrecked. That is fantastic. That's awesome. That's a great place to leave off. Okay, friends. Good news. We have Homestuck again next weekend. I am not taking the weekend off. We actually will have 2 weekends in a row of Homestuck. Yay! I will say next week, though, I have a stream on Monday. We're going to finish Transistor Monday evening at 7 p.m. I am not streaming this coming Wednesday because Wednesday is my birthday. Yay! So my girlfriend has plans for me that she has not told me about. So it's going to be kind of a surprise. So I will not be streaming on Wednesday because I'll be out celebrating my birthday. But yeah, if you want to come by either like Monday for Transistor or if you're here next Saturday for Homestuck and you want to wish me happy birthday, feel free. But yeah, so fun times. Let me drop in a few links. We've got Discord if you want to hang out with us outside of stream. I've got Twitter and YouTube, as I'm sure many of you know. And if you want to get more Tara on Instagram, you can follow her there as well. So thank you everyone for joining me this Saturday morning. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and I will see you all next time. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye. So long, friends.